Well, welcome to Midweek Reflections for another week. I hope that you have had an alright week. I don't know if you know, but over the last few months we have welcomed 2 new members into our EBC family. I want to introduce you to Laurel and Ella. Both have been born in the last few months, and it's always exciting to welcome new babies into our congregation. You see, children play such an important role in our church and in the kingdom. Jesus in Mark 9 and 10 speaks directly to the children who have gathered. He blesses them and tells the other people there to value them and to encourage them, to learn from them. You see, part of the role of a family is to raise, guide, value, and encourage children as they grow up. And this isn't just immediate families or extended families, but also church families. You see, we here at EBC are a family. We gather together as God's people, and children are included in that. So we all have a part to play in encouraging and making space for children to be a part of the things that we do together as a church. They should feel welcome in all that we do, but not just them. It should be everyone, right? Everyone should feel welcome in the things that we do as a church when we gather together. When it comes to family, I'm sure that most of you are aware that sometimes sacrifices have to be made. Perhaps you've had to eat something for dinner that you don't really like, but you know that for someone else in your family, it's their favorite thing. So you do it anyway. And this plays out in church, doesn't it? Perhaps sometimes there's a more upbeat song with actions or a hymn with the organ, and maybe you're not enjoying it that much, but you know that someone else in our congregation is loving it. Someone else in our family is having the best time. You see, when we're called to be part of God's family, it no longer becomes about what we want, but about what others want. You see, we are called to look out for the people around us, to put others before ourselves, and to live like Jesus did. So this week on Midweek Reflections, we're going to be hearing from some of the younger members of our family, and Vanessa, as she shares about the ways that she's been involved in church ministry over her time here and the way that she has seen God at work. I hope you enjoy it.
Understanding, no one can fail.
Look at his head. Look at his head.
Okay, are you ready?
Hello, everyone. I love Evie. My name is Melchizedek, and my age is 5.5. 3.
Hey, no, you're 4.
4. 3. Jesus is the boss. Who is Jesus? Jesus protects me, also Jesus loves me. God. My favorite Bible story is David, who defeated Goliath. I like the story because David used to win once for all. Baby Jesus born at night. I'm still in.
Who's the king of the jungle? Who's the king of the sea? Bobble, bobble, bobble. Who's the king of the universe? And who's the king of me? I'll tell you, J-E-S-U-S. Yes, he's the king of me. He's the king of the universe, the jungle and the sea.
Today I have Vanessa here, and I'm just going to ask her a few questions. So Vanessa, can you tell me your name and how long you've been at EBC for?
Yeah, I'm Vanessa Leo. My husband's name is One Leo, but we call him Leo. I have 2 girls, Kimberly and Joanna, and we've been coming to EBC for 21 years. We came here because I was looking for children's ministry that was great, and this one had a great children's ministry because I love actually working in children's ministry. and wanted to continue doing children's ministry. So that's what led me here 21 years ago. Yeah.
And since being at EBC, what children's ministry have you been involved in?
Since being here, I've been involved with a big variety of different children's ministries, but my main ministry has been Sunday school and playtime, and outreach ministries to different children's ministries.
And what's something that you love about being involved in those ministries?
The thing I love about being involved in children's ministry is just seeing the children from the youngest age growing right up until youth and even young adults and still loving God, and then becoming part of the leadership of ministry with that desire to give back. It's just so beautiful to see that.
Yeah, it's so awesome. Now, it's obviously been a big year. How have you seen God at work during COVID?
Well, during COVID, I had to do some thinking and some praying about how we're going to do ministry differently. It was very, very different. And I didn't know how I would do ministry because I didn't have a lot of toys at home. And I had a puppet that I had bought in Port Macquarie when I went to visit Rod and Elizabeth many years ago. I went and visited the Big Banana and saw these puppets and bought one. And I thought I'll never use it, and I put it in a suitcase and kept it. Thought I'll never have the opportunity to use that. And then last year I put my name down to do a children's ministry conference because I like going to random children's ministry conferences. And when the time came, it actually happened to be a QuizWorks conference that was puppet training, and I didn't expect it to be puppet training. I was like, oh, this is fun. And I had a really enjoyable day doing QuizWorks puppetry. But I came away thinking, well, I don't know if I'll ever be able to do puppets in the church because I don't see any opportunity to do it. So I thought, well, that was fun, and we'll just see how things pan out.
See what happens.
See what happens, yeah, because I might even scare the kids away in the little group where I am with my puppet. So I'll just keep it in the box and we'll see how it goes, and that's how it happened. But during COVID, things have changed, so it's been great, yeah.
And so this is how Cindy came about.
Yeah.
So you turned up to a training day that you thought was about something else, turned out to be on puppets, and had no idea how God was going to use it. COVID hits, videos are being done, Cindy comes to life.
Yeah.
Now, we've had huge feedback about Cindy. Everyone loves her. What have you heard from children and older people and everyone in between?
Well, the funniest thing is that I was thinking just to bring Cindy out of the box like on one occasion, then I'll find some toys and do ministry differently for the following weeks. But after doing Cindy for the first time for the story, I had some feedback from the senior people, which I didn't even know they were watching it. And so they said to me, oh, you've got to do Cindy again. I'm like, oh, really? I was just going to do it once and do something else. And they said, no, bring Cindy back. So I was like, okay, I'll do Cindy again. So I've continued to do Cindy and had lots of great feedback, even from the younger kids. We've had mums texting me saying the kids love watching Cindy and they've gotten excited. So it's really good feedback.
I love that story because it shows how God is at work and using things that we don't expect or don't know how it's going to play out, and he prepares us for the things that are ahead of us, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing with us today about yourself and about Cindy. It's been great.
Thanks very much.
Can you do your star jump? Show Jess your star jump. Nice.
So good.
In dumping you.